Hi, this is Matt Blanchett from Blanchett Homes, and when I'm not selling houses, I like to walk through the streets of historic hometowns to appreciate the places that have stood the test of time. Walk with me.
Good morning and welcome back to another edition of Walk With Me. We're here with the best boy on the block, Lincoln. Hey, buddy. And more excitingly, we're with Alina Tuoni. She is one of the best tour guides in Peabody Essex Museum.
Thank you.
She just moved here from Moscow.
Yeah, that's
not
right.
too long ago. And she's quickly developed a passion for Salem, Massachusetts. She loves a lot about Salem. She just told me she's fascinated by Salem, not only for the witch trials, but all of the rich history that we have in store. We're blessed to have her with us. And Alina, where are we today? This place looks like the Salem Witch House.
Well, thank you, Matt. That's right. It's one of the most popular locations here in Salem. And of course, it can remind you of the witch house, of the house of the seven gables. But welcome to the John Ward House.
John Ward House.
It was built in 1684, and it was rebuilt many, many times, but it is preserved in such a well shape, so we're really grateful for that. So what is interesting about this house is its location. Can you imagine that this house was moved? It was split into halves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and now you cannot even notice
So
anything.
it's really hard to tell. I couldn't tell when I first got here, but if you do look closely, the front door is a little bit off center, ever so slightly. They did a really good job of joining this into two houses. And so this is not the witch house, but it was across the street from the jail in 1692.
Exactly.
So what does that mean?
So it means that this house was right across from the old jail. And you can imagine how the occupants of the house were having dinner, let's say, and they could hear terrible screams of the accused people, like, I'm no witch, why are you doing this to me? And they could not do anything about that.
That would ruin my appetite.
Of course, but otherwise they will be accused as well.
Right.
So you can imagine how life could
I didn't
be
know
in
that.
1692.
And then, so now this is moved near you can find the John Ward House right by the Peabody Essex Museum. It was moved here in the early 20th century. And I just want to point out that this has a beautiful 8-point chimney. Of course, you mentioned the diamond-pane glass. It's a classic example of the post-medieval style with the overhang that you see before us. The door is low to the ground. The foundation was probably replaced when it was moved in the 1900s. It would have been lower to the ground in the 1600s. But I had no idea that this was directly across the street from the jail, and it was built and lived in by John Ward in the late 1600s. Another fascinating example. I can't see what else you have in store for us today.
Oh, you mean another building?
Yeah, somewhere else.
Yeah, we're here where there are so many historic houses owned by the Peabody Essex Museum, and we're really happy that the museum provided with such an opportunity. And of course, during the season, we have walking tours, so you definitely should join.
Definitely check out Alina Tuoni at the Peabody Essex Museum. Shout out to Ali DeFranco, the queen of the underground comedy, for making this connection. And we're going to see what else we have in store today. See you next time. Thanks for walking with us.